Welcome. I am really glad you are here. If you are watching this, chances are you have been living with pain for a long time. Maybe you have tried treatments, exercises, pills, adjustments, gadgets, and a long list of maybe this will be the thing. Maybe you have had good moments, but the pain always seems to find its way back. You might even have started to wonder if anyone really understands what you are going through. So let me start by saying this very clearly. Your pain is real. You are not imagining it. You are not weak. You are not making a fuss over nothing. You are a human being whose nervous system has been through a lot, and you are doing the best you can with what you have known up until now. In this first video, we are going to do 3 things together. First, I want to give you a sense of what this course is about and what you can realistically expect from it. Second, I want to talk directly to that part of you that might feel skeptical, tired, or even a bit afraid of hoping again. Third, I will give you a clear roadmap of where we are going and how you can use this material in a practical, down-to-earth way. By the end of this video, my goal is that you feel a little more hopeful, a little more informed, and most importantly, a little less alone in all of this. Let us start with the big picture. This course is built around a method called Pain Reprocessing Therapy. In simple words, pain reprocessing therapy is a way of gently retraining your brain and nervous system when they have become overprotective. It does not deny your pain. It does not say, it is all in your head. Instead, it says, your pain is real, and it is your brain's way of trying to protect you. But sometimes that alarm system gets stuck on high alert. And when that happens, we can teach it to calm down. You can think of your pain system a bit like a smoke alarm in a house. A good alarm is supposed to go off when there is a real fire. But sometimes, after a period of stress or injury or illness, that alarm starts going off for burnt toast, or for steam from the shower, or for no clear reason at all. The sound is real, it is loud, it is stressful, but the meaning of the sound has changed. Instead of signaling danger, it is now signaling overprotection. Pain reprocessing therapy is about helping your brain learn the difference again. It is about teaching your system that certain sensations and movements are safe, even if they have felt dangerous for a long time. It is about transforming the way your brain interprets signals from your body. Now that is the big idea. But how does this actually look in your life, in your day-to-day experience? It looks like understanding, first of all. You will learn how pain is created in the nervous system, how your brain is not just a passive receiver of pain signals, but an active creator of the pain experience. You will learn why pain can persist long after tissues have healed or when scans and tests come back normal or mild. Then it looks like skills. You will learn specific, practical tools to relate differently to your sensations. Skills like somatic tracking, where you observe pain with curiosity instead of panic. Skills like gradual, safe exposure to movements and activities you have been avoiding. Skills to work with fear, stress, and thoughts that can keep your alarm system turned up. And finally, it looks like integration. You will learn how to bring these tools into your routines, your relationships, your sleep, your movement, and your way of handling setbacks, so you are not just trying a new technique, but actually reshaping how your nervous system responds to life. Before we go deeper, I want to acknowledge something important. You might be feeling a mix of emotions right now. Perhaps a flicker of hope that there might be a new way forward. But also doubt. You might be thinking, I have heard that pain is in the brain before. It didn't change anything. Or, if it was this simple, why hasn't anyone told me this earlier? Or even, if my pain is related to my brain and nervous system, does that mean this is my fault? Those are all completely understandable reactions. So let us address that last one directly. This is not your fault. You did not choose your biology, your past experiences, your traumas, your injuries, or the messaging you received from the medical system and from society. Your nervous system has been doing what nervous systems do, trying to protect you to the best of its ability, given everything it has learned. Think of a loyal guard dog that has been through a few break-ins. At first, it barks when there is a real intruder. Over time, it begins barking at the mail carrier, the neighbor, even at shadows. The dog is not bad. It is scared and highly trained to detect threat. Your pain system can end up in a similar place. It becomes very good at detecting potential danger, and sometimes it gets it wrong. This course is not about blaming the dog. It is about retraining the dog with calm, consistent, evidence-based methods, and you will be learning how to do that step by step. Now let us talk about what you can realistically expect from this course. I want to be honest and hopeful at the same time. There is good evidence that for many people with chronic, so-called nociplastic pain, a brain-centered approach like pain reprocessing therapy can significantly reduce pain and disability. Some people experience dramatic improvements. Others notice more gradual, step-by-step changes, more freedom, less fear, better function, and over time, less pain. What I cannot promise you is an instant, guaranteed cure. There is no switch to flip that makes everything disappear overnight. And if you have been promised that before and then disappointed, it makes sense that you are cautious now. What I can promise is that you will understand your pain in a clearer, more accurate way. You will gain a set of tools that are supported by modern science and clinical experience. You will be invited to practice in ways that are realistic and humane, not harsh or perfectionistic. And you will be encouraged to define recovery not just by a number on a pain scale, but by how much of your life you get back. So, how is this course organized? Across the next videos, we will move through a clear journey. First, we will deepen your understanding of how pain works in the brain and nervous system. We will talk about different kinds of pain and why some forms, especially nociplastic pain, respond particularly well to approaches like PRT. You will learn why your scans and tests may not match your pain levels, and why that does not mean the pain is all in your head, in the dismissive way people sometimes use that phrase. Next, we will explore safety and preparation. Before we ask your nervous system to change, we want to make sure that things are medically safe. We will talk about red flags, when to get things checked, and how to feel confident that you are not ignoring something serious as you work with these methods. After that, we move into the core skills of pain reprocessing therapy. You will learn how to notice pain sensations in a softer way, to track them with curiosity instead of fear. You will learn how to gradually, gently approach movements and activities that you may have been avoiding for years, without forcing or punishing yourself. You will learn how to relate to your expectations differently, so that your progress is not constantly being undermined by the question, is it gone yet? Is it gone yet? We will then spend time with emotions, thoughts, and attitude. Pain does not live in a vacuum. It is intimately connected with how you feel, what you think, and the stories you have been told about yourself and your body. You will learn ways to process emotions, to work with catastrophic thoughts, and to cultivate a more supportive inner voice so that your nervous system can feel safer from the inside out. From there, we move into supportive lifestyle factors. We will look at sleep, breathing, micro breaks, and structures like a simple daily routine that supports your nervous system in settling. This is not about becoming a perfect, disciplined person. It is about nudging your biology in the direction of more rest, more recovery, and more calm, in ways that feel achievable. Then we will talk openly about setbacks and maintenance. Pain recovery is not a straight line. You will learn why flare-ups happen, how to tell the difference between a normal nervous system flare and a warning sign, and how to respond to difficult days without giving up or spiraling into fear. And finally, we will pull everything together into a practical plan you can use for weeks and months ahead. We will talk about what it means to live with more freedom, more choice, and more of what matters to you, even as your nervous system continues to learn and adapt. Now, how should you use this course to get the most out of it? First, give yourself permission to go at your own pace. You do not have to watch everything in one weekend. In fact, it is often better to watch a video, try one or two small things from it, and let your nervous system digest that before you move on. Think of it more as training than as information consumption. Second, keep some kind of simple record of your journey. It does not have to be fancy. A notebook, a notes app, whatever works for you. After each video, you might write down one idea that stood out to you, one belief that shifted even slightly, and one thing you are willing to try before the next lesson. Over time, this creates a visible track record of your learning and your courage. Third, notice your expectations. It is very understandable to want quick results. And sometimes, early on, people do notice changes quickly, just from understanding pain differently. If that happens for you, that is wonderful. But whether your progress is fast or slow, Try to see every practice, every new understanding, every small step as part of the process of retraining your system. You are not auditioning for a miraculous cure. You are teaching your brain, gently but firmly, that it can stand down from high alert. Before we finish this first video, I want to take a moment to speak to the part of you that might be listening quietly in the background. The part that is tired. The part that has been disappointed before. The part that is maybe thinking, I cannot bear another thing that promises change and then does nothing. I hear that. That part of you is wise. It is trying to protect you from more hurt, more hope, followed by more crash. So instead of asking that part to disappear, let us invite it along. You do not have to believe that this course will fix everything. You do not have to be 100% convinced to continue. All you need right now is to be curious enough to keep watching and willing enough to try some of the practices. Let your skepticism ride in the passenger seat. It does not need to drive the car, but it is allowed to be there. The fact that you are here, listening, already shows something important. Some part of you still believes that more is possible than just enduring this forever. That tiny thread of openness is very powerful. Growth rarely starts with certainty. It starts with a small, quiet, maybe. So as we close this first video, I invite you to take a slow breath. If it feels okay, just notice where in your body you most feel your pain right now. You do not need to change it. Just acknowledge it. Then notice something else in your body that feels even slightly neutral or okay. Maybe your hands, your feet, your breathing. Let your attention rest there for a few seconds. What you have just done, in a very simple way, is a tiny version of what we will be doing again and again. Noticing, choosing where to place your attention, and beginning to introduce a sense of safety and choice into your experience. In the next video, we are going to explore in more detail how pain is actually constructed in the brain, why it is absolutely real, and why understanding that process gives you genuine leverage to change it. We will talk about different types of pain, about what nociplastic pain means, and about why this distinction matters so much for you. For now, you have done enough. If you like, jot down a few lines after this video. You might write, "What stood out to me?" Or, "What do I hope could be different in my life if this works for me?" There are no right or wrong answers. This is about beginning a new kind of conversation with yourself and with your nervous system. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sticking with this first step. When you are ready, I will meet you in the next video, where we will begin to look under the hood at how your pain system really works, and how that knowledge can become the foundation for change.